What's up, y'all? You know, it's me, the guy Keith Nunn, coming to you guys with another episode. This is gonna be kind of interesting. So everybody out here trying to improve their stock for competition, has an ultimate competition birds or whatever it is, right? And one thing I noticed with most of the birds I see here in Southern California is they have a strong resistance to the road. That means the propensity to roll is not that strong in them. Whereas 15 years ago, we had that here in abundance. Some of us had it here in abundance. What happens is, like I always say, we gotta learn. When we get it, now we gotta maintain it. But within the boundaries of safety or control, or safety and control. When I say propensity to roll, it is the bird's willingness or their ability to roll over and over any given time, or most likely most of the time. You know you're not going to do it all the time. It got to be most of the time. You want everybody to be, all the birds be subjected to the same impulse that drive them into rolling, and have the strength, mental, and physical balance to maintain throughout the whole performance, the ritual of rolling, the actual roll. What it is, I think the problem is, what I know, what I watch and I see what the problem is here. We get so consumed with just speed. My birds are fast, my birds are fast, my birds are fast, my birds are fast, my birds are fast. But you ain't winning shit. And that's where our problem lies. We would have some fast but look good and lose. We have some birds that are just good and win. I used to think it was because ego. It's not it. I used to think because they didn't have access to the birds. That ain't it. As a whole, we don't know how to get it and maintain it. That's it. When we get it, the first thing we want to do is, how can I make it faster? How can I make it stylish to fit what I like? But when you fly a competition, you're not judging them. That's appeal to the judge, or do what they need to do, at least to a minimum, to be able to score some points. Like Lisa birds, they're nice. They're pretty nice. But first thing people ask me is, how's the speed? What difference do it make? It's not a speed competition like Devon bird. The speed, and then you see these guys' birds. They're no faster than next man's birds. They might have one out of the 15 or 20. With the speed, you say, okay, that was nice. Catch about one. I don't see two in too many kits. I don't see them. I don't see these fast birds. We should be more focused on the propensity to roll, the ability to roll over and over and over and over and over. That's what we should be focused on. A lot of guys follow Jerry Higgins and got some good birds from Jerry Higgins, and Jerry Higgins' birds moved their birds up. But Jerry Higgins, he was on to something. He was suckers in and rolling all the time. He don't need no smart birds that know how to knock the roll. You can keep those. And that's just how you thought. I see why. Because it's a roller competition. We need these suckers to roll over and over and over and over and over. The question is, how do we get it? And how do we maintain it? When we get it, no matter who it's from, Jerry Higgins, Norm Reed, Irish, South African, Donald Lett, Rick Mead, it don't matter. No matter who it's from, everything we do after we get them is pretty. We got to work on maintaining the birds. When I say improve on the birds, I'm not talking about improve and make the birds better per se, as far as performance. These birds grow better than these birds. Not like that. Improvement could just mean something simple as raise your percentages up. Instead of having 3 hit pairs, or pairs that can throw 30 goods, why not breed other birds off those 3 pair and breed those and fly and select those babies, and you keep going forward just like that. Which is what I did at one time. And I started thinking I was God or something. I can create something different by looking at them and stuff like that. But I got some good fast birds. But good fast birds didn't get me nowhere. Good looking birds didn't get me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So everything I need to do now is select just for performance. I'm there, I just can't keep them. Like, I took 3 birds off my kit, major birds. From the ones I started flying in April. Other than those 3, there's 5 left. So that's 8 out of 19. There's 8 left out of 19. 3 I put up and 5 still in the kit. See the odds? See how hard it is to have a holdover kit? And this is not flying every day. 2 or 3 days, keep me in 2 or 3 days, stuff like that. So them birds that roll a lot, every time the birds act like they want to break, them birds is going. Them 3 birds, well, the 3, I put 3 of them up, period. So there's another one I might put up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on propensity to roll, the ability to roll over and over and over and over and over. At the same time, some birds like to roll with the group. I can't knock birds for setting up and they going, the other kid and the kid not going. They set up and they go, those birds doing their job. That's why them birds are in the loft now. It's actually 4. It's actually 4. Sorry. It's 4 of them. So we need to focus on that. Them birds that we like a lot. And this other bird that you don't really care about, but he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. That's one you need to keep. No matter what color it is, whatever, just get the roll locked in. Lock that roll gene back in. We gotta lock that back in. Spin, roll. Spin just where saying, well, to me, when dudes say, my birds spin, they're just trying to say their birds are fast. Okay, spin, roll. The whole point I'm trying to make is these suckers do it over and over and over and over and over and over together. Once it gets to that point, we're good. So, first things dudes say, it's kind of irks me when they say it. Why are you trying to reinvent the wheel? Okay. What was the first wheel made out of? I'll wait while you go research that. And then wheels are made out of wood. And they were made out of metal. And there's some other, and spokes and all this kind of stuff. We got so many hundreds of thousands of ways the wheel is made. It's not reinventing. Just making another style of wheel. That's all. You can go buy 10 different cars, the same make and model and year, have 10 different kind of rims. Right? They all do the same thing. It's not a reinventing wheel. Another style of wheel. How you think we got all these different families of pigeons? Because this person decided he's going to reinvent the wheel over here, or he want a different style of wheel for him. He want a different style of wheel over here. If all our birds in the United States come from England, most of them are from England, why we got all these different families? All these different families. That's because we reinvent the wheel? No, it's another style of wheel. That's all. Wheels have different styles. You got some painted, some chrome, some alloy. I mean, stainless steel. I mean, so many different kinds of wheels. It ain't reinvented, just make them different style. That's all. Reinvent the wheel. Okay. So when we set out to try to breed our birds, almost every person starts off with crosses. Almost everyone. They get a bird from this person, they get a good bird from this person. Sometimes somebody get two birds and put them together. Oh, it's this and this cross. Oh, them good. And that's their family. Once they cross them, it's neither that nor that. It's something different, whatever you want to call it. Oh, he just reinvented the wheel. I mean, I listen to so much stuff. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win by doing the least work possible. All right. Everybody want to win because of somebody else's name. Everybody think you don't have to worry about that. Just get the birds and breed them. But the thing about that is this: or when you go watch somebody's birds fly, you watching their kits, you start watching a really good kit. And then you get birds from that person. Are they giving you the same thing they flying up there? Birds off the same exact pairs and mates they flying up there? Or are they giving you something else? It still might be good stuff, but the birds you watching that make you say, I want those birds. Or you give me birds like those. And guess what? Most likely the birds you get like those ain't going to be like those because it's hard to get them to duplicate themselves over and over. Exactly. And you get a version of it, but then you still got to take that bird and make it to what? There's a lot of top guys right now that's doing simple crosses just to make their birds that much better. Because most times you're going to get birds, you're going to say, ooh, these birds are good. You're going to say, but, I'm saying, oh, those birds are good, but they don't do this, or they do this. They're good for this, but not for this. Get off me, fly. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy. What we have to do to keep the birds moving forward, getting better and better, cultivating. Most guys don't cultivate this no more anyway. They just rather go buy it and then breed it. Act like they cultivate it, but then they ain't do no cultivation. Most guys, not all. Now we got to this propensity to roll within the boundaries of safety and control, or control. Control means, when I say control, I don't mean control as making sure it don't roll down. Control means to a point where the bird can not roll until the kit decides to break and they go together. That takes a level of control and discipline on a pigeon, but it's not really discipline. Okay, you really can't say control until it happens. To be in total control of anything means you know what's going to happen next. That's how you be in total control. I mean, you know what's going to happen next. and nobody never knows what's going to happen next. So control can be somewhat of an illusion. You can say after the fact, well, I controlled that situation well. I controlled the outcome. You know what I'm saying? But to be in control, you gotta kind of like know what's going to happen next, or have the ability to manipulate what you want to happen next. But pigeons don't do that. So what we doing is we control our kids by doing what? We feed. I'm gonna fly longer, get more protein, blah blah blah. A little extra fat, make them fly a little longer. Cars and that burst of energy. I mean, we control our birds doing all that, right? Safety means we don't want them suckers to stop rolling. We want them suckers to roll. Still do what they're supposed to do. Come low and say, you know what? Hey, we only 50 feet in the air. These houses are about 25. So let's cut our rolls down to 20, 15, 20 on the brakes. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like birds do that. It just seems like they do that. Which throws out this stupid theory that birds are having a seizure. You just can't control the seizure. You can't turn a seizure on and off. You can't have a seizure because the person next to you is having a seizure. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But those urban legends again, seizures. Okay, so we have to learn how to increase and maintain the propensity to roll, which is the ability to roll over and over. We have to increase that. That's our job now. So figure out ways to do that. There are birds that can do it. There are families that can do it. There are people that can do it with the feed or lack of. You know what I'm saying? So figure out what works for your birds and go from there. And don't be afraid to bring in what you need. Sometimes you might look and say, you know what? If you was a coach and pick a sport, and your pitching sucked, if you was a baseball coach, what you gonna do? You're gonna draft another pitcher or trade for another pitcher. Period. You was a football player. You got the best wide receivers in the game, but your quarterback got a weak arm. He's not accurate. What you gonna do? You're gonna trade him and try to get a quarterback that can get the ball to your receivers. Right? Same thing with basketball. You need a center to help protect the rim. You're gonna go out and get you a center that can protect the rim. Right? And what they can't do, if they protect the rim, the other stuff they can't do, you take them to practice on the side and you work on that. That's the ability we have. That's what's good about being a human. We can adapt to that kind of stuff, and somebody can tell them to work on it. We can't tell a pigeon, hey, you roll good, but you don't kick good enough. You need to start kicking better. Practice on kicking. Can't tell our pigeons that. We can tell people stuff like that, but can't tell pigeons. So what you do is you get pigeons that do that already, or don't use the ones that don't do it. Just that simple. All right. So I'm almost at the 20-minute mark. I didn't want to go over 20 minutes. But I don't want to go do the short ones. I think people like the longer ones. So let's increase and maintain our propensity to roll. Let's work on that. This is work on that for right now. But the two things that you should not sacrifice ever is quality and kidding. Can't sacrifice those two things ever. Under no circumstances are you to sacrifice those. Quality and kidding. Quality don't mean super fast. It mean stylish with adequate speed. Stylish. Okay? So, I'm going to end this one. Y'all know what to do, right? What we're going to do? Select, breed, fly, select again, repeat. Keep nothing, roll, KL Freedom's roll out.